Today, Mommy and
Ava
are reading Rugrats Discovering America. I guess you could call this a golden oldie. Do you see a year here? It says 2000. Yeah, I mean, that's 25 years old. It's adapted by Kitty Richards from the script by Kate Boutelier and illustrated by Dawn Cassidy. So somebody drew these pictures.
Yeah, those are really realistic.
The Pickles were busy getting ready for Grandpa Lou's welcome home party. I got everything for the barbecue, Stu announced. Wait till you see this new charcoal I bought. You don't even need a match to light it. I'll preheat the broiler just in case, said Dee Dee. Stu shook his head. This is one party that's going to go off without a hitch, he said. Grandpa Lou and my Aunt Miriam went on a trip to find America, Tommy explained.
Well, America must have been really lost then, 'cause your grandpa's been gone an awful long time.
Chucky said.
America's a country, not a person,
Angelica explained. What's a country, Angelica? Asked Tommy.
It's where we live,
said Angelica with a sigh.
How come they just go on a nice long trip in the backyard?
Chucky asked.
That wouldn't be any fun. And besides, how could they get us souvenirs?
Angelica asked. What's that? The babies wanted to know.
They're presents that come from strange, faraway places, not from stores.
Angelica explained. Just then, the kids heard a voice. It was Grandpa Lou. I missed you grandkids so much, he exclaimed.
That's nice, Grandpa,
said Angelica.
Did you bring me a present?
Now, Princess, said Drew, it's not polite to ask. He turned to his brother. Hey, Stu, maybe you'd better start lighting the barbecue if we want to eat before dark. But first, everyone had to look at the pictures from the trip. Sto, set up the slide projector, Aunt Miriam ordered. Drew, get the screen. Picture after picture flashed across the screen. The tour bus, Grand Canyon, Yellowstone Park, Old Faithful, the St. Louis Arch, the Everglades.
An alligator.
That's the Everglades. New York City. Aunt Miriam smiled. I always say, why go to Europe when there's so much to see in your own backyard?
Yeah.
Angelica couldn't take it any longer.
What about the souvenirs?
She shouted. Grandpa placed a small cap on Tommy's head. There you go, Scout, he said, just like our bus driver wore. Aunt Miriam gave Angelica a genuine Native American beaded purse, Lil a big pencil, and Phil a toy camera. Grandpa gave Chucky a box of crayons and a souvenir placemat to color. And Dill got...
a pacifier.
Uh-oh, said Grandpa, searching his pockets. I can't find the Statue of Liberty teething ring we got for Dill. It's not there. You must have lost it, Aunt Miriam complained. Me, sputtered Grandpa. It's all right. Dill won't know the difference, said Dee Dee as she handed the baby a set of plastic keys. Well, I'm going to try and find out what we did with it, said Grandpa. Dill threw the keys to the ground and started to whimper. Oh, don't be sad, Dilly, Tommy said. I'll share my present with you.
Tommy, you can't give Dill just any old thing. A souvenir has to be something that was picked special,
said Angelica. Tommy smiled. Then I'll pick something special for Dill from my toy box.
That doesn't work,
said Angelica impatiently.
It's gotta be from a trip or it doesn't count.
Tommy thought hard for a moment. Then he nodded. He knew just what had to be done.
I wonder.
I don't know. What is he going to do? I'll go to America and find my brother a souvenir, Tommy announced.
But how?
Asked Chucky. Didn't you hear what Aunt Miriam said about there being so much to see in your own backyard? I bet we can find some places and get Dill his own special present too, Tommy exclaimed. The kids all cheered. That sounded like a great idea. Tommy pointed to the Reptar wagon. We'll take the bus, just like Grandpa. With the Reptar wagon, Dill's keys, and Chucky's placemat map, they were ready to discover America! Yay! Tommy settled in behind the wheel.
164,
said Lil, the tour guide.
Restin', welcome to Reptar Tours. We're going all around America.
Phil, the photojournalist, leaned out the window.
Wow, what's that big hole?
He shouted. It must be the Grand Canyon, said Tommy. Lil scowled at him.
It's my job to tell the people the sights, Mr. Bus Driver Man. She
spoke into her microphone.
This is the Grand Canyon. It's a big hole in the ground made by a giant's foot about a bazillion many times ago.
Maybe we can find something for Dill here, said Tommy, slowing the bus to a stop.
Ooh.
The kids all piled out at the gigantic Grand Canyon. Then it was time for a mule ride. Chucky led the animal down a winding trail.
Are you sure he's not going to kick me?
He asked nervously. Suddenly, the mule decided it would go no further and sat down on the trail. Just then, Tommy noticed a rock. He looked at it carefully. Would Dill like it? No, he decided it wasn't special enough for his little brother. And this is them thinking they're at the Grand Canyon or the Graham Canyon.
That's what they call it.
The next stop on Reptar Tours was the desert. One by one, the kids offered Dill souvenirs. Did he want a cowboy hat? No. Some Nike American crafts? No. A toy saddle? No.
Oh, that's what they picture. And that's what it really is.
Exactly. They're just giving him random stuff, but they're pretending it's that. It's okay, Dilly, said Tommy. We'll find you something. But Tommy was starting to get worried. Meanwhile, back at the barbecue, all the grown-ups realized that they had all bought coleslaw. Ah, don't worry, said Betty. You can never have too much coleslaw, right? Aunt Miriam wanted to give Susie a souvenir too. She rummaged through her pocketbook and found a pair of sunglasses to give her. Angelica scowled at Susie.
You think you're so great because you got those sunglasses,
she said.
But I bet you can't stand on the picnic table.
Susie could. Next, Angelica dared her to jump off the picnic table. Susie could do that too. Unfortunately, she managed to knock over all 3 bowls of coleslaw in the process.
Oh. Quick, we gotta hide,
said Angelica. But Angelica, it was an accident, said Susie.
No one's gonna believe that,
said Angelica.
We gotta get out of here and hit the open road like Grandpa did.
And just like that, Angelica and Susie were on the run. They jumped onto a motorcycle and headed for Florida.
That's what they're actually doing, and that's what they think they're doing.
Yeah, there's the St. Louis Arch and everything. The tour continued.
And this, my friends,
said tour guide Lil,
is where orange juice grows on trees. Hey, look who it is!
Lil exclaimed. Tommy came to a stop and opened the bus doors.
Hi, we want to join your tour,
said Angelica as she and Susie climbed on board the bus. Phil tried to take a photo of Angelica, but she tossed his cameras out the window.
Now drive, bus driver, drive!
She yelled.
We're on the run.
Tommy quickly put the bus in gear, but the wheels spun around and around. They weren't going anywhere. They were stuck.
No.
Phil and Lil peered out the window at the swampland.
The Neverblades.
They said with a gasp.
1 second.
Chucky moaned.
Look,
screamed Chucky. A huge alligator was blocking the way, its jaws snapping open and shut. Everyone yelled. Susie pushed forward, grabbed an orange, and hurled it at the creature. It slunk off. Whew, what a relief.
Yeah, that's the alligator.
Yeah.
That is some alligator.
Back at the party, Stu was still trying to light the barbecue. Drew turned to him, exasperated. For the last time, do you give up? He said. Give up? His words stopped Angelica and Susie in their tracks. They knew it was time to surrender. Life on the run wasn't what Angelica thought it would be. Hand in hand, they jumped out of the bus and crept toward the group of adults. Dee Dee carried a large soup pot into the backyard. Since there aren't going to be any steaks and there's no coleslaw, I whipped up a batch of New England clam chowder. Now, who wants some? Everyone did. Grandpa Lou was especially hungry. He reached into his pocket for his trusty travel spoon, and out popped Dill's Statue of Liberty souvenir. Aunt Miriam stepped toward Grandpa Lou. You accuse me of losing my dear little great-nephew's souvenir when you had it all along, she shrieked. She lunged at Grandpa Lou. He took a step backward right into Dee Dee. The pot of chowder crashed to the ground. Splat.
They have no food now.
They're having so much issues, aren't they? My chowder, cried Dee Dee.
Mine,
cried Dill, pointing to his prize, which was now covered in the white soup. Look, everyone, shouted Tommy. It's the Statue of Library. Then Aunt Miriam reached down and picked up the teething toy. She wiped it off and presented it to baby Dill. He smiled and stuck it in his mouth. Dill likes his souvenir, said Tommy. They all cheered. Yay! Everyone agreed the takeout pizza was quite delicious.
Oh, that's what they had.
The babies sat under the table, admiring their souvenirs. Well, we've been to America, guys, said Tommy. Did you like it? Everyone liked something different. Phil liked the mule ride. Lil liked telling everyone where to look. And Chucky liked coming home, best of all. Tommy liked that part too. But now that I've been back home for a while, I'm kind of ready to go someplace else again, he said.
Really, Tommy? Like where?
Chucky asked. Tommy had a faraway look in his eyes. I don't know, Chucky. America's an awfully big place. Maybe I'll just go wherever the road takes me. The end. And thank you to everyone who stayed for the reading of Rugrats Discovering America.